It's going live. Okay, so supposedly I'm live, so let's go for it. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, my name's Lauren, and at the end of the month, or really like the first or second of the next month, I like to do a little video going over kind of my month, mostly because I think it's fun to kind of go over what I've been doing, and if you're watching, you're thinking about, oh, what did I do this month? And also, I'm trying to get better at my live stream skills. So you got to practice, right? Anyways, this is, I think, my first live stream in my room. So yeah, you've probably already seen my room, but once again, here it is. All right, so this was a busy month for a lot of reasons. I did make my little card list thing. So if you see my eyes going down, I'm reading it. It started off, rather chill in the sense that I was finishing up work and I'd been working in July. So it wasn't like, oh, back suddenly with a new job. I was continuing my job and I did that for, it was just 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah, just like the first 2 weeks of August. So, finished up my job, got my paycheck. That was very exciting because once I got my paycheck, then, you know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. I bought my speakers. That was a big deal for me to finally get those. And so yes, now they're here. And I also went to the first 2 Giants preseason games during that time. So that was exciting. I do love going to football games, but of course, it's a lot harder to go to a regular season game. But, preseason, it's a lot easier to get tickets for and went with the family. Well, the first time I went with my mom, my sister, her friend, who's sort of also my friend, and I got sick, but yay. But then the second game with my parents, my twin, and I did not get sick. So bigger yay. And the Giants won both games. So, they're looking pretty good in preseason. I think they won all the preseason games. Of course it is, preseason, and, teams have been known to not do as well during the regular games. But, fingers crossed, very hopeful, kind of skipping around, but to stay in the loop with the football thing. Yesterday, I went to the first Temple football game, go Owls, and we were playing Bucknell, and we totally slaughtered them 56-12, I believe. So sucks to suck, but it was a lot of fun. We have one player, Isaiah Wright, who I'm pretty sure if he was not on the team, Temple would just not do as well because he seems to do everything. It was very hot, though, I will say. I usually try not to buy anything at games, but I actually caved and spent $5 on water because, I just was like, feel like I was just getting up, going to walk around, coming back, and getting up and going again. So I was like, I'm just going to buy water and not get dehydrated. I think that was the right move. I didn't really remember to bring sunscreen, even though I have some. But things were pretty okay, except my nose. I'm not sure if you can tell because I put my lights on for this, but my nose is definitely a little pink. I did get this stupid pop-up helmet that I did wear for a decent amount of the game to try to protect the majority of my face, but my nose, because it's big or because the helmet was small, it did stick out a little bit. So that's why my nose is slightly pink, but it's coordinating with my shirt today, so it's all good. Fashion happens at strange times. Okay, so to now backtrack to the 17th, 18th weekend, that is when I officially moved into my new apartment, which is kind of a fake apartment because it is still basically on campus. It's just across the street, but it is not a dorm, so that means it is an apartment. And so far it's been really great. Hit it off with my one roommate. We have someone else who's going to be joining us for the second semester, definitely, and then we still have an open room, so maybe someone else will come in. And I will be doing my apartment tour soon, so then get hyped for that, and you can actually see the rest of this building. I mean, I guess I could show the building, but you'll see the rest of just my area, because amazingly, I don't spend 24 hours of my 24-hour day in this room. I mean, obviously my classes, but even when I'm not, I do like to hang out in the living room, but I've so far made all my videos in here so as to not disturb, anybody and be polite. Let's see, what's next on my little list? Oh yeah, so my sister stayed a couple of days, and we went to see the Marvel exhibit at the Franklin Institute, and we got stuck in the rain. That was a fun little adventure. Her shirt looked fine when it got wet though, but my shirt was totally wet and splotchy and gross because I guess my clothing doesn't reflect water as well. So that was exciting. I had to change. I don't usually like to change that much because then, you gotta do laundry more, and laundry is such a hassle. like, thank God when I'm at home, my mom does the laundry because I hate lugging everything to the washer and then you gotta like put it into the dryer and then you gotta bring it back and you gotta hang things up and put it away. It's just like, oh my gosh, so much work. Adulting is hard. Oh, funny story. We thought we broke our dishwasher already because it wasn't working. And we called the maintenance guy. So he comes up, it was kind of early in the morning. Maybe it's like 8:30 or 9. So my roommate was asleep, but I was awake. So, I opened the door, he comes to look at it, and it turns out we just hadn't pressed a certain button. But I don't understand because we'd done it correctly before because we'd run it twice before suddenly like stopped working. So I don't know if we just forgot to that button or something, but it's kind of embarrassing when you're like, hey, this isn't working, we're confused. And then he's like, well, did you press this button? And I was thinking, I think so, but we obviously didn't because then it started running again. So dishwasher's not broken. We're just clueless. It's okay. Baby steps, learning as we go. It's fine. Another exciting thing is I already have another job. I was not planning on working this semester because I have a full course load and I'm in DKA and I do a lot of stuff. But one of my professors recommended me to the athletic tutoring center. So I turned in an application, had an interview. They wanted me. I'm only working 5 hours. So I think that it should be all right. It's very serious though, because it's with like the NCAA, I think that's correct. So there's a lot of very strict rules for like what we can and cannot do. Like what in the tutoring session, we're not allowed to like have contact with our student athletes that we're tutoring outside of the tutoring session. I don't bet or gamble, but apparently now I could not do that for any of things that the NCAA has a championship in. So it doesn't really affect my lifestyle at all. It would still allow me to bet on horse races if I did that, which I don't. But it's just very interesting. Lots of rules. Luckily, I'm a rule follower. I'm good at following rules. So I am not concerned about this in the least. I'm just kind of excited to do something new. I did tutor elementary school kids in the past. So this will be different because, college students, and I'm a college student, but I hope it'll be, if not fun, at least interesting and, fulfilling to see someone grow, hopefully. And then of course, probably another big thing was that I actually started my classes this month. It's kind of crazy. Sophomore year is in it now. I have, as I was talking about, I have already a lot of homework. So it's like, well, how do I have so much homework? It's only been like 3 days. In fact, I've only seen my teachers twice so far because I have classes 2 days a week. I mean, I have classes 4 days a week, but they need twice each. But yeah, they're already like laying it on there. So, we're in it. But it's good. I like doing homework. I like having a purpose. And education is definitely that. And I think that's all like the main events that have been taking place so far in August. By that I mean so far that have taken place because it is now September and I need to register that in my brain. I saw a ton of movies this month and I think I do see a decent amount of movies. I mean, I obviously love movies, I'm a film major, but I did try to see like new movies or movies I haven't seen in a while. So when I was kind of writing them down, I did categorize them by terms of like type. So I only watched one of these movies so far for school, which was 12 Angry Men, the one from 1957, which is a phenomenal movie. I think it's very like underrated, but like all the shots are good. I mean, the dialogue's good because the play was phenomenal, but it's a really well-made movie. It is black and white, but I like black and white movies. Some people refuse to watch them, but I think that's crazy. Anyways, I also, through Temple, we have access to this website called Canopy, and it has a bunch of art films, older films, not necessarily like mainstream cinema, but really interesting stuff. And I've been trying to watch things on that because, we learn a lot about films in classes and we watch like 10 minutes of them, maybe 5 minutes of them even. And I'm like, I want to see the whole thing. So I watched Metropolis recently, that's from 1927. And it's kind of about like the laborers working. And I don't want to spoil much, but it was really phenomenal. It was a little slow in the middle, I will admit, but it was beautifully made. And I was like captivated by like the shots and the editing. I think was it German? I should have looked into this, but there was times when they're doing all this stuff and they're using film. So this editing is not just like a digital thing where you can put multiple frames in super easily. Like they're like overimposing images and like doing fast blurs. And there's that thing that there was like the lady that looked, I don't know if you watched Doctor Who, but like the Cyberman. I was like, oh my God, like did they get the influence of the Cyberman from this movie from 1927? Mind blow. It was crazy. Anyways, I also watched Watership Down, which I would say was animated, and then it also had some like animated drawings, for lack of a better word. I read the book a while ago, and all I really remembered was it was like strangely violent to be about rabbits, and I'd say the movie fit the bill very well, but it was really good. I think a lot of times people assume an animated movie is for kids, and that is just not the case with this film at all. And I think even like modern movies are really made to be enjoyed by kids when they're animated, but have a lot of deeper meanings that you start to realize like as you grow up, and especially if you're already grown up. I also watched The Great Beauty, or La Grande Bellezza, because it's Italian, and I don't know if I talked about this movie in the other one, honestly, because I watched it like at that time of the month where I could have talked about it in the other video for July, but I just gotta say it again because this movie blew my mind. It made me remember why I'm a film major, because it was just so stunning. Everything about it was stunning. The acting was great. The dialogue, the plot was a little like out there, but at the same time, like I just kept watching. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen, and movies need to be like that. There should be more movies like that we're just like obsessed with watching. As far as like non-academic movies go, I watched Clue the other day, and that movie's amazing. Tim Curry is perfection. I don't know why I haven't seen that movie so long. I think I watched it like years and years ago, and it just gave me a lot of joy. So if you want a movie that's funny and like based off a board game, go for it. I mean, it's better than probably the Angry Bird movie. I haven't seen it, but that's also based off a game. But like, come on, Clue. It's a classic. The other movie I watched that I had also seen was Groundhog Day. I haven't seen that in a really long time either, but that was also funny. A little like weirder than I remembered it being, but still funny. And as far as movies I had seen for the first time, I saw Inglourious Basterds, which, I don't really have a lot of words to describe that movie. We watched it the first night it came here with my sister, my roommate, and some guys we met on the floor. And, it was a time. It was very weird. But if you like Quentin Tarantino and strange stuff, then like go for it. It's a little gory. I don't love gore too much, if I'm being honest. But that's why there are different types of movies. We watched The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I think I started the book. I don't think I finished the book, but the movie was funny. It had Morgan Freeman, that's his name, the guy who played Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit in it. And I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I'm there for it. As far as like books, I didn't really read that many new books. I did read Dear Madam President, which was written after Trump's election, and I thought it was very interesting about how like what it could mean to be a woman in any kind of leadership role, really not necessarily going for the presidency. And I'm 19, so I'm obviously not like a big leader of anything at the moment, but I have aspirations and goals, so it's cool to read a book that kind of is inspiring and motivating in that sense. I'm trying to wrap this up because it's a little longer than I thought it was going to be, but I still talk about music because I'm definitely talking about music because you know what officially came out in August? Taylor Swift's new album, Lover, and I love it. I love Lover, the album. I think it's amazing. I especially love the title song, Lover is really good. The Archer, it's really good. And Cornelia, I think it's Cornelia Street. I suddenly cannot remember, but it's so good. Her voice is amazing. I love when she doesn't do all that crazy, like Me was fun and Need to Calm Down was, interesting. But when she kind of goes back more to, I'd say what she's not better at, but like really showcasing her voice more and her little whimsical lyrics, I think that's what I really love about Taylor Swift. So I'm very happy her album's come out, and I cannot wait for her to announce her tour dates because I'm definitely going. I also like Ingrid Andress's new song, We're Not Friends. I think her voice is also really good, and she needs to release a whole album instead of these little singles slotted throughout because I'm ready for it. I think if you like country at all, you should definitely check her out. And the last thing, so just quickly finish this off, the Goo Goo Dolls, they're releasing a new album soon, their Miracle Pill album. And so far, the 3 songs I think that they have released, Miracle Pill, Indestructible, and Money, Fame, and Fortune, are really good. I didn't really like the Goo Goo Dolls that much. Like I knew their song like Iris, and then recently I discovered their song like Boxes, which isn't new. But I really like these 3 songs, so you should check them out if you're interested in some new music. And now I better finish this video up because I have a little bit more homework I need to do. It is Labor Day weekend, so I do not have classes tomorrow. But, my friend and I are planning to go on some kind of adventure, so I want to have everything all done before then. I hope you like this video. I know it might have been a little different than my other videos. It's been a time being back at school, and I'm just trying to get adjusted and everything. But anyways, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and tell me in the comments what you did this month. And I will see you on Wednesday. Peace out and goodbye. And I do want to end the stream, so yes.